Yeah. I wanna be better than I was before the program is opening doors. It's a new way of life, I want bend, break or fold. I stay in the race, chasing gold.
Hey y'all, what's going on? It's your man Big Rich. Hey, that's right, this man Big Rich back with you again this week. New Will Light TV and Talk Radio, New Will Light TV channel. Say, we are at the Tucker Law Center building, 7441 Marvin D. Love Freeway. Say, I'm in Suite 306, right? That's at the Glenn Tucker Law Center building. Say, that's your personal injury attorney. Say, we're doing big things up here. Say, we got a great show tonight. We ain't even really cold. We got a special guest, but everybody else is just family. Come on, everybody introduce themselves.
Hey y'all, I'm your girl Crystal Love. Hey y'all, I'm Jay Brown.
And I'm Sandra D. First That's Purple.
All right, say, man, my girl Jay Brown up in the house. We've been trying it. This your first time to the studio.
All
right, what you think? What you think?
Nice, I like it.
Thank you.
I'm proud of y'all.
Thank you. Say, we moving on. We moving on. Yeah, we're gonna be we're gonna talk about the end of the show.
Yeah.
I want to thank Jay for coming. Got your book.
Yes. The Resilient Woman. I actually have 3.
I know you got 3. That's how long it's been. I know you got 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited about the last one. It's called The Power and the Pivot.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, like life makes you pivot, and then strengthen the pivoting. So I'm very proud of that too. Right.
And we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to get into Sandra's story because I just happened to run into her Saturday at an event she was hosting, right?
Yeah.
And we talked in her story. And one of the things I want to talk about, I talked about to a friend of mine today, and we were just talking about the city we're in. We're in Dallas, Texas. And we were talking about how it seemed like people are supporting everybody else. From every other city, every other entertainer or somebody who got something. But the people who doing it in their city, they won't support. And we were talking about that. And she was like, we were like, well, why do you think that is? Why do you think people don't support people from their city? You know, some people say, you know, they're crabs in a barrel mentality. And I don't believe nobody just is saying, I don't like this person.
Right.
I think people feel more comfortable with the brand name, right? You know, when you get big, we're gonna be there. But right now, while you growing, so how y'all feel about that? When I mean, I know y'all authors, you host events like real events. I mean, how y'all feel about that when they talk about everybody else, right? And we're still growing.
Yeah.
We're still growing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but when you see that, when you see that, what do you think? What's going on?
For me specifically, I think that it's a shame because I'll say for me, it's a shame because you never know how fast that person's growing or that brand or that business will grow, and then you're jumping on the bandwagon. Me having a nonprofit that helps women leave domestic violence situations, there are plenty of times that I've reached out to other nonprofits and they're like, oh girl, you'll get it going. And now having moved and having to shift, of course, pivoting, right? You present it to other people and they're like, well, what do you need help with? Where can we help? I think that if we really actually support each other, even though it looks like a small business, and I hate to use the word small business, but it's a small business. If we actually look at it as we are one community, we're building the community, then it wouldn't be, oh, this business or Crystal wrote a book or she wrote book number 2. You know, it would be, let me support my sister. Let me support my brother. So whenever Crystal calls, most 98% of the time, I never tell her no because it's something that my sister needs. It's not really about me at that point, right? And so if we take ourselves out of that and understand that we are helping somebody else, it wouldn't be so much of a crab in the barrel mentality. So
And I think people do what they want to do. They do what they want to do, and they do what they believe in, and they do what's important to them. You know what I'm saying? And so, and I try to take me out of it and say, well, I'm not important enough. I try to take me out of that because I don't want to put that on me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to look at myself as I'm not important enough for you to come out to support me. You know what I'm saying? But I know that people do what they want to do, what they believe in, and what's important to them.
Me, I come back with her with the support thing. Support. Everybody asks me, I'm always there. I'm always giving. I'm always helping. I'm always for you. So I feel support is always needed. You gotta open the umbrella and help people because everybody needs help. And God said, help everybody. And I come from a family of being one sound and one teach one, reach one with God. Iron sharpens iron. That's why I do it. I give back because my heart says to. Jesus said do. And I feel like you can't get into heaven like that.
I know that's right.
I'm of the belief. Just a couple of reasons. Ain't but two reasons. Ain't but two reasons I don't do something. Right? I was never taught, and I never learned it. Right? I was never taught how to support somebody. I never learned how to support. I don't know how to support you. If I ain't never been taught, I never learned. Well, Jay needs some help with a nonprofit. I don't know how to do that. And I want to ask Jay how to help. Or I want to help the way I want to help, not the way Jay needs me to help her. Well, Richard, she don't need you to come to a big old mile. She needs some of them greenbacks you got. Right? Or whatever the case may be, right? So if I don't know, then I can't help. And then just, like I said, being totally ignorant. Or I'm biased, or I'm bigoted, or I'm prejudiced. I'm going to help this woman. Black women, they getting everything anyway. Or whatever the case may be. And I was saying that when I met Sandra last Saturday, and we don't get in there. You know, she had an event at the Black Mecca Fest at Tommy and Allen. I had an event at Howard, and all three of those events, they should have been packed because they were about our community. But do people in the community show up? Right? And I know, I'm saying we did a lot of advertising and getting the word out. And like Chris said, I take I'm not saying I'm saying, oh, don't nobody like Rich. I'm not saying, oh, don't nobody like Sandra, don't nobody like Black Mecca Fest, what they did. It's not that. I think we get into, I'm gonna get Dr. Rainbow back up early because she thinks she gonna get away. I want to hear her. But it's when we do something in community, where is the community? Where is the community? If we're doing something in the where is the community? And one of the things I said on a show before, where are the people from our community who made it good and don't give back to their community? Right? With those people are the people that, and I tell them to their face, I say it all the time. You know, you got the same hood I'm out of. We got the same, you didn't have no problem. You didn't have the problem with drugs. You didn't have the problem with crime. You had a good life. And they worked hard. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Okay, but you know the community you came from. But you're not giving back to the community. But we'll talk about it. Man, look what them ninjas doing over there. They turn, man, the hood used to be like this when we were growing up. Man, you could walk down the street at night. Grandma used to keep her door open. Without, you know, all that stuff. So if I'm gonna make a change, it starts with me. It starts with me. And I want to get to what all of us have in common. I'm down to that is the domestic violence, the sexual abuse, the trauma, right? And I already know that. Me and you talked yesterday. And I was asking, and I want y'all to since is that a crutch? Are you dragging that around? Is that a crutch? Anytime somebody, well, you know, I was.
No, it used to be a crutch, but not no more since therapy. Therapy heals.
So therapy was the only thing. I mean, I know you mentioned God, so I get your religion or your belief.
My spiritual belief
helps you.
And actually, my daughter too, having my kid, seeing how you need to have to protect somebody else mouth. My daughter, I raised her to be standing up for herself and believing in she do anything that she wants. And when I gave her that hope and the support, she ran with it.
Mhm.
She ran with it, and I'm so proud of my daughter now. She's about to be a mom. I raised her through that, like say, long relationship with her father. Being in that home with him and clutched in her, not knowing that I was hurting myself and her because he was harming both of us with the toxic liquor drinking, this and the other. But now he see why we divorced each other because we was toxic with each other. And I thank God for opening my eyes.
So you're not
My
putting all the
children.
blame on him.
No.
You're taking some of the.
I take
Okay.
accountability.
And I know you told me about you got involved
Yeah.
with drugs a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a part of it also. When at the end of the road,
Numbing the pain.
pain. Yeah, that's what I'm
Numbing
saying.
the
Numb the pain.
Numbing the pain, thinking that was my scapegoat, and drinking alcohol was my scapegoat. When my child would sleep at night, I would get high and numb the pain. And I thought it was, but I was only home by myself.
So now, and I want Jay and Crystal from on this. So now, when you meet other women whose stories like, is there somewhere you tell them where I know where you need some help, or this is what helped me? Is that part of your story?
Exactly. I help other women. I reach out to them all the time. I talk to them, give them my umbrella, and tell them they can escape. They can remove themselves. You are queen. I talk to them like that now. You matter. Self help yourself. Don't self-medicate yourself.
Right.
So you gotta have vision on you as a woman. And do you want to hurt yourself doing drugs? No, you don't. You want to die. You don't want to check out her because that's all it's gonna do, kill you.
So Jay, and I told her yesterday I knew you were about to tell her. I said, well, somebody I want you to meet, Jay. And I said, you'll meet Crystal also and Dr. Rainbow. You know, I told you you're gonna meet them. And that'll be, if you choose it to be, can be part of your network. Because that's what we're about, network. So Jay, when you hear that, and I know that ain't the first time you've heard a story like that, Crystal saying, so what are you saying, oh, well, you missed this piece, you know, okay, you went to therapy, you went to religion, but okay, you should have did this also. Or are you just taking it in and saying, let me fit in where I can be some help? Is that?
Absolutely. Because there is no one way to overcome something. I mean, it's not a cookie cutter. Your experience, my experience, Crystal's experience may be completely different. I have a couple of women who they're on a whole nother financial scale. So they're living in $1 million homes trying to figure out how they're going to get away from this domestic violence situation. So their strategy is going to be different from someone who's middle class, or maybe they're not working right now. Their strategy is going to be different, because I'm saying every time you go to the grocery store, you put some cash back, right? Where someone who's middle class, I'm like, girl, make sure you're putting $100 back. Someone who's not working and codependent, I'm trying to figure out how we're going to get you out. You already don't have nothing. What you losing? Nothing. Someone who's living in $1 million home, they losing everything, right? So I hear your story and I say kudos to you, and like continue to help people pour into your capacity. But like, we are a community. We're women, right?
Exactly.
And luckily you've met Richard to be able to say, come on, let me bring you into the fold, because that's what community is, right? So
absolutely, the healing process looks different for everybody. What helped save you might not help save me. What reached you might not reach me. But in the end game is we all on the same path of healing from trauma. You know what I'm saying? And to recognize that is really, really deep. To recognize that you need some healing is really, really deep, because a lot of times we get out of it and we just jump on to the next one, and jump on to the next one, and jump on to the next one. So to even be able to recognize that, hey, something is broken. Something is broken. My I used to say my picker is broken, right? But my picker is me. you know, and I'm broken, and so I need healing, not so much fixing, because only he can do that, right? But I need healing, right? And you got to start your own healing. You got to start your own healing journey, because me telling you need it, it's just going to push you farther away from it. You got to recognize that you need it yourself.
Right. And I don't think I've ever asked this question before, and while I was on my mind for all of y'all. Some men want to come help, right? So I want to help. My sister won't do it. I don't believe in dudes hitting on women. So how does a man? Is this when I say special instructions? Like if you're just pulling somebody out, right, or you just meet somebody, and you may know a guy. You know some guy, hey, they wouldn't help with their money, with their time, with their effort. Is there a special way you want to tell them, you know, cause we just being me.
Yeah.
Come on, girl.
You know,
And she's not 30
Mm-hmm.
but he's trying to help. He wants to help. Is there some kind of training, or maybe he needs to talk to somebody before, you know?
Something I do, like I have a couple of guys, and I'll just say we do like some emotional intelligence kind of thing. Like one, being gentle, never putting your hand on the woman because they're already kind of jumpy.
Right.
Having a conversation, not like, oh girl, you looking good. Let me go ahead and move you out. We don't want none of that.
Right.
So, you know what, my sister's been through this. I'm working alongside Miss Crystal. She told me to come and have a conversation with you. It's something more subtle, very hands-on. You're more of the face you're behind the picture. It would be more like, hey, I need you to pull up your truck. We're gonna move her out.
Right.
Make sure you call the police and tell them we're moving her out on her request. And then that would be that.
So is it more important for the guy to stay in the background? He's being seen, but he ain't necessarily have to say anything. Right.
Most times it's more of the presence.
Right.
Yeah.
For a man. So yeah, I would say 80% of the time that may be what it is. Unless and so for women, we would have a conversation, say, hey girl, do you have a brother? You know, you have some friends. Who do you trust that's a male? Because now I would connect
They trust
the male
trusting thing.
with this other male.
Yeah.
So now that's a community for them.
Right.
So that's where sometimes that bridge happens.
Right. I can only speak as the victim. I'm not qualified in Jay's area, right? So I never went and rescued nobody like that before. But being the battered woman, I know I had out there in the streets, I had got beat up and raped. When I went to the hospital, I would not let a man doctor touch me, see me, come in the room, you know, at the time, because like I didn't want no man around me. You know what I'm saying? And so they had to change doctors, you know. So I know for me on that instant, my trust level with the man was gone.
Yeah.
It was gone.
Yeah.
It was gone.
Right. Okay.
We want to have a safety net.
Yeah.
A safety net and security. You want to feel secure and safe. That's what I say. Secure and safe will always open the door.
And does it help with the woman or the women who are helping to seem maybe more in control when they're helping?
Absolutely.
You know, where the woman is looking, well, she has these, you know, she got these guys doing it, they're listening to her.
Yes.
So is that important? Is that part of it?
100%, because they see that woman as being strong. And if I'm communicating that I am a survivor, Crystal says I am a survivor, but I have these guys, they're going to do this, this, and this. That woman is going to say, okay. And she's going to trust you.
Yeah.
To believe that these men aren't going to harm her.
Right.
They're here to support us. And we're making it happen for her.
I'm like, first I have to take my victim off and be more open to the help part. If people see you hurt, they gonna feel pinched back, clean back. I ain't going. They gonna now, because it's not a trust. They want a trust bridge.
Right.
Yeah.
It has to be a trust bridge, or they're not gonna cross over.
And it takes women at least 7 times before they leave a domestic violence situation. They'll say, I'm ready to go. Get there, they ain't ready to go. They done changed their mind. That man done gaslit her like, baby, you know I ain't gonna never, ever do it again.
You know what? I asked my mom. This is a question I asked my mom. Mama, when I know I'm gonna be ready, she say, I can't tell you that. You gonna know when you're ready.
Right.
Only they know.
Only you know.
Right.
I could be on this phone with you all night until I turn blue in the face, purple in the face. When you ready to walk out the door, you gonna know when you're tired.
Yeah.
So y'all, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna bring Dr. Rainbow back in this conversation, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
1 minute.
Right here, that's your seat right in the middle.
Come on, blondes, like to have fun.
She's on my book.
Right, this shit.
I gotta get more than the book. I think I read the review before.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had the book.
The who?
The Brazilian.
Oh, the Brazilian. Yeah, me too.
Right, we're looking good.
Nicole, you doing it, honey. Go on, get your time.
Come on.
Ring thing. How you move? You won't move.
Hey, y'all, welcome back. Here's our host, Big Rig.
Hey, y'all, we're back and say we got Dr. Toya Rainbow on the set. You know, Dr. Rainbow be trying to get away, y'all.
their life do something like that, make sandwiches and give some bottles of waters and things like that in the heart of it. You know what I'm saying? One thing I never do is I never take pictures when I see somebody on the side of the road. You never see me take pictures. You never see me posting on social media because man, that was me once.
Yeah.
That was me once, and
And
I
they
don't make
want you to take pictures either.
and they in this heat advisory, they out there struggling. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's they fault why they out there or not they fault whether they on drugs, it don't matter. It's the fact that they out there and they have absolute nowhere else to go. So I don't know what the best solution or answer is in order to reach some of them, but I would definitely love to. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep some water in my car. You know, at this time of heat, it's hot in your car, but I still pass. I still give. I might not give you $1 because I don't be having no dollar on me like that. I'm a debit card type person. But if I got some food or something to drink in my car, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna roll down the window and hand it to you.
I think that that's probably the biggest
Feeding.
is being present.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes like the feeding may, if it was a community or a group, there's been times we've made sandwiches, me and my 13-year-old, and we're making peanut butter and jelly, and we bag them up, and we have little juices, and they're it's hot, but we're in the cooler in the trunk, and we would pull up, and I don't know, I'm not from Dallas, so it's like this little highway, and it's like parking lot, and I just thought,
bridge.
yeah, and so we pulled in there, and they were running to the car, and he was like, I said, they're not gonna hurt us.
Right.
It's just us. I said, 1 second. I opened up the trunk. I popped out the table, and we passed it out. A friend of mine was like, "Why don't you take pictures? Because that shows community. You're looking for." And I said, "When you're really trying to be in the weeds of
It's
things,
genuine.
you're not thinking about. Wait, 1 second. Let me pop up my tripod.
You're not thinking about.
You're not thinking about that,
Right.
right? And so I think being in the community, even now, like now being in North Dallas, so far North Dallas, I was like, well, there's probably not a need for some of this stuff, but it's crazy that it still is.
Everywhere.
And so now what we're doing is we're starting in the fall, not in the summer, in the fall, to start passing out household items. Right?
Sanitary products too is always a help.
Yeah, I want to do hygiene care.
Hygiene
So
care.
those are the things that we're doing because that's the biggest part. Sandwiches. I'm trying to get into schools just so after school, maybe this might be the only meal they get is lunch. Is what I
True.
Right? So what can they get after school that they can just pick up and go? Those are things that
Snacks,
the
the creamy
community
snacks is good. Like the cookie, the small cookie bags, the chip bags, the Nutella dips,
with the sticks,
the cheese crackers, those the tuna. They got the tuna cans now where you get the crackers and the tuna and all that stuff now. That stuff is helpful too. I learned with hashtag lunch bags. That's how I started feeding the homeless. Hashtag lunch bags. They used to do it every third Sunday. We go to our street, a shelter, the bridge, and all of those, the tent city, what they called. And we used to, every third Sunday, it started off with like 4 cars deep. We go to this church. They open and we start making sandwiches. And we write little put rainbows on there, glimpse of hope messages on the bag. We'll write, the kids have the drawing stuff on the bag so they have something for them to read. And then they put something inside the bag to read too. So we have water, like the Capri Suns and sandwiches and chips in the bag. And we have probably like 60 or 40 cases of that in each trunk, full like 100 bags of that, and we go out and do that every Sunday.
And if we do that while having an event, we will also be including them as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, and then my church now does those. Now he does those coolers, recycled coolables. Now he recycling those at the church, and now he's gonna take water out to hydrate them because they need something to drink because they out there in the heat.
Yeah.
Heat is a lot.
Yeah.
And after that, heat is a lot. So
Yes.
And Dr. Rainbow, of course, we did this for you, and I know that's what you love to do. I know that's part of what you're going to do. So, and you've been doing it. Some. You had a couple of issues last couple of times you've done it.
With the city.
Yeah. So what is going on,
Wow.
and what? Let me ask you this: when you look at your part, not the city part, look at your. Is there something you could have did different
No.
for it to go off different? Okay.
You have to follow protocol
Mhm.
and with feeding homes.
Really?
It's a protocol.
if it's too many, like
You have to
100
go
something,
downtown. You have to file. You have to get your permit.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Whether you feed 2 or 4, doesn't matter. Because they will call the police.
Mm-hmm.
They will come and escort you out their property.
Who is they?
The city.
the city,
The city hall.
the
The
city
city
hall.
hall is trying to remove the program to keep, but here's my fight. I'm at the table now with John and all of them. This is my fight. When we stop feeding them, because I'm not the one to take them a sandwich. I take them a full meal. We set up tables. We have the fire. We have everything setting up there. And we serve them. Well, why do you want to serve them? Because they're homeless. I get served.
Exactly.
So I want to see them walk up and they tell me, oh, I don't want that. I want that.
They get to choose.
They get an option, like I get an option. The last time we had all of our paperwork for, I believe in that, I'm going to follow order. And they came out and they changed the program without changing my paperwork.
Mm.
So I had about 8 police car loads.
Mm.
I told them, y'all talking about the wrong one now, because I've experienced the jailhouse.
Mm-hmm.
I've experienced riding in the back of your car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stay here
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to feed them.
You gotta stand your ground.
Call whoever you want,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But they will get a hot meal today.
Mm-hmm.
And then they all started boycotting. They got mad. They got angry. She just trying to feed us. She trying to help us. She the only one that care about us. Yeah. We're going to burn the city down. I said, no.
Oh,
We're not
wow.
going to burn the
Wow.
city down
Wow.
because I live here.
Mhm.
We're not going to burn the city down. What we're going to do is we're going to get you paid.
Wow. That's crazy.
Hands down, watch. Y'all going to eat.
Wow.
And hands down, they ate. Now, Richard, I'm glad you brought that up. What I'm looking for is partners. I want to have the mobile showers, the portable showers. I want the facility where we can pick the homeless up, bring them, give them a breakfast, bathe them, give them clothes. I have a clothing closet. Give them clothes to put on. Give them church. Give them the word. A lot of them want word. Then feed them lunch. Put them back on the vans. Take them back until we get the building. But we're working on a building now downtown. They asked me, what do you want, Dr. Rainbow? I want y'all to give me one of them buildings.
Mm.
I can give you a resource.
On board the building.
Mhm.
No, I'm sitting at the table with the city hall. I want y'all to onboard those buildings and give me one.
Mm.
They're just sitting there.
Mm.
You're not giving this, you're not making no money off these buildings.
Mm.
So give me a 5-year contract. I'll show you what I'm gonna do with it. And you want some of the homeless off the street, I'm gonna get them off the street, get them in the building, get them in safe placing, safe housing, revamp their minds, get them where they need to be, and they'll be able to live
Yeah.
without this.
Yeah.
Give them hope.
Mm-hmm.
Take the boards off.
And I agree with all that,
Mm.
and I will support any of that. I'm of a different mindset. I think I would like, just like you saying, get with the city, get with the county, get with the state. And I say that because it's like, putting a Band-Aid on a big old
That's
gaping
right.
wound.
It is.
And I'm saying, I think we have to identify the people with substance abuse problems, the people with mental health problems, against from the people who just don't want no responsibility, who just want to be out there. Man, I know every month they come out here to feed. I know every when it gets cold, they come out here with the sleeping bag and the socks.
That's right.
So, and that's kind of from my limited experience, kind of perpetuates the problem. Because if I could be comfortable outside, then I'm gonna be comfortable.
That's
I mean, and I'm saying that from when I was on the streets, you know, addicted to drugs. I was in the military, so it wasn't hard living outside. I did that, and it wasn't hard. I know how to live off the land. It wasn't hard, and you could always tell the guys or the women who were in the military just by the way we
It's
did stuff.
very comfortable.
We just by the way I could go somewhere and I could tell the people who were in the military just the way we acted. You know what I'm saying?
Set up different.
Yeah. So I think that's one of the things we must do.
Yeah.
The people who want help, we can get them help. And that's what came up with the street team. And just like we're doing something. If somebody say, hey, I want to tell the people why I'm out here on the street.
Yeah.
Well, come over here.
Yeah.
But just to be out there videoing, we probably won't be doing.
Right.
I'm almost pretty sure we won't be doing.
Right.
But we'll be doing something live or something. So if somebody say, hey, I want to talk to people and tell them it's a way out.
Hey, Rich, according to the city ordinance, the reason why you snap a picture here or there, and the reason why you set your camera up and film is because they can hear that you're doing the community work, but they need to see it. It needs to be visual.
Absolutely.
So what I do is, like last speeding, we fed over 800.
Mm-hmm.
I stood there. I said, y'all gonna take a picture with me? They told me, yeah. They was excited. I let them know that I'm taking a picture with them. You know, y'all come on, get on this picture with me. And we stood and we snapped pictures. Well, we were able to present that to the city. This is how many people that we give a meal to.
Wow.
You know, and it's not a lot of, they don't get a whole lot, but they get a meal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's some that don't get that meal, you know. So I don't want to talk to a realtor. I don't care whose name is on that building. The city hall is who I want to talk to. I want to talk to an advocate. I'm an advocate. I want to talk to somebody that has some more, you know. Let's sit down and let's talk. Let's have a conversation. You know, don't just stereotype because you know, if I'm out here passing out shoes, I'm passing out shoes.
Right.
You know, I want the kids, the children. You know, we take the children out of their parents' arms. You know, because they living on the streets too. And we pop a trunk. We got children clothes over here. Let's go through. Let's find something to fit these children. We don't just come down here because it's something to do.
Right.
You know, we come down here because there's a need, and our city is not meeting the needs.
Right.
Wow.
And that's one of the things Judge Jones and Judge Nash and Councilman Tracy, they'll be here Thursday. And I think that's one of the things they're going to talk about. You know, we talk to Judge Jones when he comes here all the time about the eviction process, the number of eviction cases in the county. What was it, 30,000? He said over 30,000 eviction cases, and then trying to get to the root of why there are so many eviction cases in the county. You know, is it because of domestic violence? Is it because of the substance abuse or the mental health?
Yes.
You know, and to identify that, and then once it's identified, for people to accept the help.
That's help.
You know, okay, here's the help. But man,
But everybody's not going to accept it.
Right.
But those that will accept it,
Mhm.
let's extend their lifeline.
Right.
And some people like living the way they living.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't never lived no other way. What's wrong with the way I'm living? Because I know no other way to live.
But then
You know what I'm
now,
saying?
Crystal, a lot of them like it because they don't like rules.
Right.
True.
So if I live out here on the street, I can come and go as I
Be collect my
please.
check every month. I don't gotta pay no bill.
Get my check, you know, go do my dope, go get my alcohol,
Mhm.
and just live happily ever
Mhm.
after.
Right.
Because they don't like the rules
Right.
that's put in place.
Right.
Mhm.
So, and I think one of the things I got a partner, they tell me with the city they go out. Somebody wants to be, man, I'm ready to go to the city.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's the other part of it. us having some, if we're going to do this, having somewhere for them to go with any other shelters or substance abuse treatment centers that, and I understand some of them, you have to pay now.
And they're not easy to
$12
get
a
into,
day.
though.
$12 a day.
Right.
What is it, shelters? And
Some
treatment
of them are
centers,
12.
treatment
Yeah.
centers not easy to get
And I
into.
understand Nexus is making you pay now. You're not
Yes.
paying, Nexus,
Yeah.
you have to pay to
They
get in
don't
They
Nexus.
give you 3 days, 7 days first.
I don't think they give you nothing. You have to pay.
Nothing no more.
Nexus, yeah. So, and
They're
that
not
was a
easy
place
to
where I
get
know a
into.
lot of women went, till they got it.
Yeah. I'm a Nexus graduate.
Yeah.
Then they want you to have ID, social security,
Absolutely. They
proof of
want you to
address.
have things
I ain't
that
got
you
all
wouldn't have because you're home.
I'm off the street. I ain't got all that.
Absolutely.
You don't have that. You don't have a resource. They need to start giving them their IDs free.
Well,
And I'm not charging them.
Well, Metro Care will, but that's not easy to get to
And they
either.
finna
but
go
it's a big girl going out of business.
Yeah.
On the news.
Yeah.
I think the problem is being a nonprofit and seeing so many nonprofits.
Uh-huh.
There's no funding,
Yeah.
right?
No
There's not.
funding.
There's not anything that like you could. I wish I'd have brought. If I'd have known we were going to. I went through a list, just calling, trying to see who has rental assistance,
Yes.
who pays the utility bill,
Yes.
Mhm.
who
That's what
pays
Judge
those
talked about.
folks.
Yeah.
These are things that they'll be like, oh well, we ran out of money.
They
Oh,
did. They
we
are
don't
right.
have 12.
I needed their help a lot
And
of
so-
times, and they don't have no.
And so
no
my
funding.
thing is, okay, so these shelters, they're full, or you have to work, right, in order to be in some of their transitional housing. But what about the people who again, I'm dealing with some of the different kind of women. They're
Right.
not leaving their $1 million homes going to a shelter and
That's
they
right.
have to work. So my focus is like you.
Yeah.
There are hotels that are abandoned. I done seen buildings.
Mhm.
I done wrote letters. Can I have these properties and make them transitional,
Mm.
not affordable housing? Because I'm not look. What's if you make? I'm gonna just say 15, 46, 12. You make $2,400 a month after taxes. You're gonna bring home about 1,800.
Mhm.
You got 3-4 kids.
Uh-huh.
Where can you live
Mm.
and pay $1,200?
That's
Mm.
right.
You still struggle.
That's
Mhm.
right.
So if I'm taking 20% of your
I just gotta
2,400,
keep struggling.
and that's your gross, not your net.
Yeah.
So if I'm taking it from your net and I say you live here in this transitional housing, it's already got furniture and everything.
Mhm.
Right.
Come pay $300.
Right.
You got to be in this house. You got to be in your property by 10 unless you're working your daycare. Your kids should be asleep.
Mhm.
I'm providing a place for you.
Mhm.
That's not a hand out,
Mhm.
right? It's a
Mhm.
hand up.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
I'm
right.
showing you how to live better.
That's right.
And this is now
$300
the
is
community.
good.
And I don't have to worry about having 3 times my rent.
That is that.
I don't even make no
Which is
money. You only have
against the
3 times my
law.
rent.
Which is against the law.
Crazy.
You can't charge. We can't do that. You know, but they still doing it.
Yeah.
But
Still doing
nevertheless, we can't do that. But you're right. The foundation, my foundation is Hannah's House of Health. There is courses that they have to take. When I get in that building, they are going to have to go through classes.
Yes.
They're going to have to know, and they're going to work in the building. That's what's going to pay their rent.
Absolutely.
They're going to work the building. They're going to clean. They're going to wash
Mop.
clothes. They're going to mop. They're going to do all of this so they can learn how to handle the real world.
Mhm.
You know, babies, we're going to have mothers that's expected. We have pregnant women up
Mhm.
under the bridge.
Mhm.
I want them to come in so we can teach them. Get them in parenting
Mhm.
classes.
Mhm.
Get the girl with them, the partner. Come on.
Yeah.
You know.
I got a friend that give free mental health awareness
Absolutely.
And that's what
to get certified.
and that's what we're going to get together. And I think the part of it, and
God, it's so
since
Mhm.
I'm in a purely ed program,
Mhm.
Okay.
I think that's definitely part.
Yeah.
You know, somebody they have to see. I have to see.
Yeah.
This person who made it out.
Yeah.
I have to see this
Right.
person. You told me
Absolutely.
6 months ago you didn't have nothing. Now I see you 6
Absolutely.
months later. You're working in the program. You almost on your way out. You know, things have worked out for you. So I think that's definitely a part of it,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? And when we say, I don't want to get into why you out. I don't want to get into why you're out,
Absolutely.
right? Because most of the time we're gonna be able to see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll see it.
Now, if somebody wants to share it now, we have therapists or whatever on scene or whatever, like you were saying with the places we would like to have. So now I think we get into a whole another category, right? I think we get into a whole another category. Okay, do we put the women who have substance abuse problems with the women who have domestic violence problems? With domestic violence women who only suffer domestic violence, do we put them the women who've been sexually assaulted or raped? You know, how do we put these people together? Who do we go to say same thing with men? You know, with Bob, he was on the show with Dr. Mass, Bob House of Hope. You know, he specifically gets sex trafficked boys. He does, you know, not that the girls, but he specifically gets sex trafficked boys because they were forgotten. I mean, he has a big old ranch. We're gonna try to get Bob back there because he's great. So I'm saying that's why I think we have to, if I'm saying this right, get with the people in the know, like you said, the city.
Absolutely.
And what are they doing to identify, right? Because it's and sometimes we'll be like, well, if you don't care about yourself, I can't care no more. But actually, I do care more. Actually, that's why I'm here. I do care more than what you're showing. So now, of course, the first obstacle is money. So the first obstacle is money. You know, can we go to the 75237 area code here in Dallas, knock on every door? It's 20,000 households. Man, we just need $2. You know, at the end, we got X amount, and this is what we're gonna do with this one. Because somebody can donate 500, somebody can donate 1,000, somebody can donate 5,000. You know, but how do we do that? Or where are we gonna go to even get to that? You know what I'm saying? Where are we?
Richard, believe it or not, you was just at my church for financial freedom. Yeah. The guy Don, Don is working on my tree now, and you know who he is. Yeah. The funding is there. Yeah. We just have to have the right conversation. The words have to be right. For them to understand what you're doing. We know what we want to do. Right. But they need to know that you know in their language. Right. Oh, if that makes sense. Oh, definitely. Definitely. We have to be able to go and sit there and talk, have a conversation that's going to make sense to them. Because the vision makes sense to us. But they need to see, well, you need $1 million, Dr. Rainbow. You're putting it into what's going to produce this million? How am I going to? Because it's a money game. Right. Oh, yeah. It's a money game. But even in that, if we can help, why can't Rich, not excluding you, baby, why can't Lady here? Why can't Lady there? Why can't us four go find a house in DeSoto? Come on. 4-bedroom house. I'm just saying. Put 2 beds to each room. Come on, we split it 4 ways because it's going to take about 2 months to even see a profit. Okay. Okay, and then when we split it 4 ways, here we got the house up and running. We did, Rich, I want to go get me one on my own. I think me and Alice can go. Y'all go get it. But we still got our foundation laid there. We have to start somewhere. That's a start. But our problem is we can't work together.
And I think if I've done nothing else with my platform, it's help to try to get rid of that lie. Yeah. Because it's a lie. It is. And first of all, it's a lie I'm gonna tell myself first. Yeah. Before I tell Jay I can't work with you, Jay, I just lied to myself. Yeah. I don't even know if I can work with you. That's right. Right. Well, I'm not finna have a conversation with Jay. Yeah. Because I was just mad last week. I called Jay and she answered. Right. But I know.
They tell me I can't work with her.
But I know I got all the evidence of what Jay is doing. I know Jay is not sitting up there at the pool side with the tea. Wow. I know Jay is on the front line. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's right. But in my head, oh man, I called Jay on the phone. We call Sean. You know what I'm saying? We call Dr. Guy. You know what I'm saying? You know. You talk Jay. Yeah. So, and I think that's one of the obstacles
Yeah.
we have to
Absolutely.
get over.
Mhm.
And Jay, you know I love you. You know
I
I'm
know.
picking on
I
you.
know.
So
Thank you.
and
No.
even in our program, I think it's the sixth concept where it talks about when another member has an idea. I hate it. I hate that idea. I hate you for coming up with that idea.
Dang. Such a strong
Right.
word.
Yeah.
Right. But the growth in the program is right. It don't vote. Everybody don't vote on it and came out there. Well, I'm gonna support it like it was mine.
That's right.
That's the growth.
Yeah.
That's the one of the concepts of the program, and that
That's
applies to real life. You know, you like that idea.
Yeah.
Jay like it, Crystal like it, Shannon like it,
Yeah.
Alex like it, Nikki and Tanya like it, and this Rich, we want to come over and do this. That's it. But
Because I just found out what abstaining means. So
Yeah.
I will abstain
Yeah.
right,
if it's going to help
right,
the better.
right, yeah. So
Yeah,
now,
absolutely.
when we vote on it and it passed, now the growth, hopefully that I have, well, I'm gonna support it like it was mine.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'm gonna support it like it was mine.
And for the greater good.
Yeah, for the greater good, and I think that's where I would like to be, or I would like to say that's where I am now.
Yeah.
I would like to say that, and I think I have no. I mean, I say it all the time. Man, my platform is open. It's open.
Yeah, yeah.
I said every show. I said every live. The platform is open. Call Rich if you want to say something on TV. Call me.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think we can get anything from that. I think we're gonna always have the nation. I think we're
course.
always gonna have the
Absolutely.
detractors.
Of course.
I think we're gonna always. Well, why you working with her and not with her? Or why you ain't working with me? And you know, or whatever the case may be. I think that's all. But I think if we stay unified and our focus is on the prize, you know.
Yes, remember the
keep,
purpose.
yeah, we keep our eyes on the prize. I feel like we'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my last conversation down at the city hall was, either y'all gonna give me a building,
Mm-hmm.
or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
I said, but I was in the streets a long time.
Mhm.
Thank God for deliverance.
Right.
But I still have friends out there.
Yeah.
So I will go to the dope boys.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
Mm-hmm.
And tell them I'm trying to open a transitional house. Y'all launder some of y'all's money.
What? Man, we ain't finna money lawn though.
Well, I'm just even the city gonna get them off the streets.
Hold up, brother.
I'm gonna go find a way.
Well,
She say, go talk to her. Well, that's all right. You Lady J, you just stay over there. People, places, things alone. We know people that will listen. The scripture in the Bible says the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just.
Right, time you go, you get the quote scripture. Quote scripture on my show. Yeah, I only quote scripture on my show. So y'all, we gonna get up out of here. And we're gonna get out of here with hope shot. And I want to say this. I'm gonna look right in the camera and say this. Y'all know I make jokes about the church, but I do like the church. I like some churches, and I like some church leaders. I don't like when people take scripture out of context.
Right.
And one of the ones, if y'all on social media like I am, Philippians 4:13. If that's not the most misquoted, misunderstood, I can do all things through Jesus Christ. That is not the Superman scripture. You just let me know you have not. Paul wrote that in prison.
Yeah,
he did.
He wrote that in prison. And he's talking about the endurance, you know, and strength of the Lord. It got nothing to do with every time somebody quote that scripture. Man, jump off the top of the bitch, change your mind. Let's see what Jesus gonna do. Let's see what Christ's gonna do. I know. But I don't know, Jay. But say, I'll be getting in trouble, y'all. Come on, Chris, for a whole shot and shout out.
You get pay attention in a minute.
You was physically dead.
Anyway,
So you can climb out of anything. All you gotta do is reach out and ask for help.
yes.
You do not gotta suffer in silence. Yes, I love that.
Who shout out to?
I'm going to shout out Day and Dream book collection written by yours truly, Crystal Block.
Oh,
Thank you for all your support. Who have all bought a book. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I need to give me a book.
See you in the car.
I guess I would do a shout out to all the survivors.
yeah.
Survivors of whether you're a man or a woman. Typically, I don't do that, but if you're a survivor and you've overcome something, then shout out to you. My hope shot is don't be afraid. Be open. Find your community, as the young lady said. Find your net. Ask for help. Don't be silent. Breaking silence.
Yes.
That's good.
My hope shot is there is hope. There is hope. Don't matter what it look like. Don't matter what you see. There is hope out of it. And you can come out of it. And my shout out is to New Way of Life TV and Talk Radio. Stay the course, stand, and be who we are.
Well, I would say closed mouths don't get fed.
Okay.
Always be open. Be an open book. Don't be a gatekeeper.
That's right.
Lean on your resources. It's always help.
Who you shouting at?
And I'm shouting out to Superstars and Justice Entertainment. Super Nikki, that's my girl that just came in. He said, you ain't on the show. But
Yeah, I get to say that.
you told me I can invite somebody. So, but if it was not for her and JB back, it's us three that make that event happen. And I got a shout out to them. She lost her babies,
Right.
and she's a survivor. And you need to have her on the show next because she needs to be heard. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. That's my sister.
Yeah.
I'm a support my sisterhood and my brotherhood because JB he rock with us and her she rock with me. So I got a man and woman.
That's the brother I talked to. Right? Okay, yeah.
They rock with us, and I'm not first class promos without them. And their community is my community. So I came from Tioga. The baby of 6 kids, and I seen my mama struggle. She was married 3 times. She's a survivor. My mama's a survivor. She's 80 years old, and I watched her struggle. And she owned a home. She was legally blind at 12, so I seen the struggle with my mom. That's why I'm strong because of her. It would not be a Sandra because my mama and Don Humphrey, they helped me sow the seed that I am. Great parenting skills from them. I was in. They was divorced, but my dad came and got us in 2 weeks. Me and my brother, and he still made a change in my sister and life. And he was a father to them first before I was here. So I thank God for them.
Good.
Thank you for New Life for bringing me on here to be umbrella for speaking for JB and Super Nikki because they are an umbrella of justice.
We're gonna get out of here.
I know. Yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
I love the spirit in here and the aura, and thank you for because men are not always appreciated. So I want to give you your flowers.
Oh,
Men don't get the flowers like the mothers do all the time. Y'all are taught to work hard and go out there and get it. You got to go and grind, and your skin, you can't because you black. And y'all are worked on so harder
yeah.
than women are. And I want to give you your flowers as a
That's
man.
right. We believe in giving men flowers.
Thank you for reaching out and getting on the phone with me and talking, and you stand up and you for real. I love for real.
Yeah.
So you clock your tape.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna have you back.
Mhm.
Next time I'm be dressed in my heels and
Already.
but I have to go to work, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Just pay the fine.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm gonna be camera ready always.
All right.
Or my fabulous clothes.
I
I
wanna
have
say-
this anyway because God made me fabulous.
Okay.
I
Look
want
at
to
that.
say,
I love her and love myself.
just in case anybody is confused about Big Rich, I'm a member of Narcotics Anonymous. Put my face on a billboard if it means it'll help somebody. Right? Put my face on a billboard. Right? Not worried about anonymity. I'm not worried about none of that. Because we got a message. Our message is that an addict, any addict, can stop using drugs, lose the desire to use, and find a new way of life. Our message is hope. And Narcotics Anonymous only make one promise: freedom from active addiction. So if I stay clean,
Wow.
it ain't nothing I can't do.
That's right.
That's all I gotta do is stay clean.
That's right.
Right? Damn what anybody else talking about,
That's
right? Because we stay clean.
Exactly.
We stay clean. We don't, everything else up for grabs. But long go to the dope house or the liquor store. Rich, all right.
All right.
I got a second chance
All right.
and everything else. And y'all here at the Tucker Law Center building, thinking about 2 weeks, we're going to have a back to school drive. We're going to have a toy drive. PFW Kings and Queens Corvette Club. Talk about men, special event.
Yeah.
Grand Legos Corvette Club. Unique Corvette Club. What's my name? Oh, y'all
Elite,
forgive me,
what elite? Not
Yeah.
elite.
Elite.
I can say elite.
Elite. Right. So glad we got back. My people, Sean and LaWanna Patterson, Oak Cliff Soul Food, Pope Bill, their dad, he just had his 48th basketball tournament. They're up here with Glenn Tucker. We're gonna have here at this building.
Oh, that's gonna be
Yeah.
that's
Right.
gonna be real
So
nice.
y'all be looking out.
Shout out to Special Edition Corvette Club. Hey.
And we talked about this today. This is the week.
Mhm.
This is the
Yeah,
week.
it is.
This is the week.
Yeah.
You don't have to wonder about who the we is. This is the week. I'm gonna say it again. If you have an idea, you can call Crystal, you can call Jay Brown, you can call that Rainbow, you can call Sam, you can call Big Rich. You know.
You call me Cole.
Nicole. You gotta support the basketball people because they make the show work.
Man, Nicole got so many fines. I tell you, she got so many fines. So y'all, we finna get out of here. We'll be back next week. No, Thursday. Precinct 1, Place 1, Judge Thomas G. Jones will be here.
Oh, nice.
Precinct 1, Place 2, Judge Valencia Nash will be here. Precinct 1, Place 1, Constable Tracy Gully will be here. Dr. Rainbow will be here. Jay, you want to come?
Okay,
Are
Miss
you working?
Gully.
Okay. You want to come?
I will come.
Okay.
Yes.
Gonna be here. We got a special Nick and Tanya Dangerfield.
Yeah.
So we're gonna rock the house. We're gonna rock the house, right? So y'all Thursday, 7 p.m. right here on my page, New LI TV and Talk Radio page, TikTok, Crystal's TikTok page, Dr. Rainbow have her page up if Nicole get it working. And we gonna get it in.
You gonna leave Nicole?
Okay, y'all. Y'all know how I do. We finna get up out of here, y'all. Peace.
Like, would y'all end already?
I'm so glad.